Prince William reveals how one good thing could come from the coronavirus crisis. Prince William revealed how one good thing could come from the coronavirus lockdown during a visit to Peterborough on Saturday. The Prince visited a drop-in centre run by the Light Project Peterborough, which works to combat homelessness in the city. During his time at the centre, William argued the coronavirus epidemic gives Britain a chance to crack its homelessness problem. He urged authorities to be brave and a bit bold in tackling homelessness, adding the country will never have a better chance to tackle the crisis. Since the COVID-19 lockdown began, the government have provided funds to transfer thousands of homeless people from the streets to hotels or hostels. According to the Ministry of Housing, it has provided £105 million, including £85 million in new money, since the crisis began. In Peterborough, 130 rough sleepers have been provided with accommodation with the support of this funding. William said, "I'm really hoping, this pandemic has been truly horrendous for everyone. I'm really hoping that the slivers of positivity and the slivers of goodness that might come out of this is in the homelessness side of things. You'll never have a better chance nationally to crack homelessness and do something properly." During his trip, the Prince also spoke to workers from Peterborough's Safer Off the Streets partnership, which aims to combat homelessness in the city through a combination of public sector and charity work. According to the charity shelter, an estimated 320,000 people were homeless in Britain at the end of last year. That equates to about one Briton in every 201 and was a 4% increase on the year before. Of these, some 4,000 to 5,000 were sleeping rough every night before the coronavirus lockdown began. This figure has almost doubled since 2010. Shelter estimated that 135,000 children were living in temporary accommodation in the UK during Christmas 2019. According to The Big Issue, which helps the homeless by giving them a magazine to sell, 726 homeless people died in England and Wales during 2018. During the visit, William spoke to Robert Smale, a 55-year-old who had been living in a tent for 6 years since a breakup. Mr. Smale said, "Personally, I've got no intention of going back on the streets again. If I've got this chance to better my life, then I'll take your arm off. I'll take it with both hands and snatch." Prince William has been living with his family at Anmer Hall in Norfolk since the lockdown began. However, he has continued to conduct royal engagements, initially on Zoom and then in person as the lockdown was eased. The Queen has been in lockdown at Windsor Castle, though she did attend the wedding of her granddaughter, Princess Beatrice, on Friday. The Big Issue provides advice of how you can help any rough sleeper you see in the UK. It says, if you see a rough sleeper, send details of where and when you see them, as well as a brief description of the person, to StreetLink using their website, app or phone line. StreetLink is operated in partnership by Homeless Link and St Mungo's. Scotland has no centralised service, so you should check for contact details of your local council.